Yo, what's up guys? I'm Ada, welcome to my channel. Quick video, quick guide guys for Etheria Restart, an upcoming turn-based gacha game. The official release date is the 5th of June, right? Yes. And yeah, so let's get right into it. What are you actually looking at? This is a list, a note that I made for myself on how to spend my rebate on live server. So you're probably confused now what I'm talking about. So Etheria Restart will have a final test or open beta or whatever you want to call it on the 8th of May, so next week, with a nice addition that you can actually spend on it. However, you won't be able to keep anything of it. The data will be completely wiped out, so we will start fresh on the official release. And you are probably asking yourself now, why should you actually spend money then on your on the beta if you can't keep anything? The thing is, the final test and the Etheria Restart, the open beta, will provide a rebate. So what does it mean? Actually, I don't know all of the rebate steps, the conversion rate kinda, I don't know all of them on how much money you have to spend to get how much percent back, but I know the rebate for $100. And if you spend $100 on the beta, you will get $200 back, which is crazy. And this video is about how should you actually spend these $200 on the official release, because the thing is, I'm pretty active on the official Etheria Restart Discord, and if you want you can join, by the way. And a lot of people are kind of confused on what they should actually do. Should they spend? How much should they spend? Should they maybe re-roll? Is it more worth to re-roll? Because the thing is, guys, if you want to re-roll on the Etheria Restart, you have to use an email instantly on the live server. So you can't just use a guest account and re-roll, and then connect it to your pre-registered email that you use for your beta to get the rebate. That doesn't work. So you either spend on the beta and use the email, or you don't spend on the beta and re-roll with different emails on the live server. And like I said, a lot of people don't know what's more worth, which pack should they buy, and what's the best combination of value, and so on. So I actually asked this question myself too, and I just thought, why not just make a nice list, nice note, and display it for you and for me, guys. So let's get right into it. Basically what I will do is two pre-registration accounts on the beta and 100 on each, and then on the live server I get like the double rebate on each one of them, and then I will roll on both and go with the one that's rolled better. And maybe when I have time I can actually play the second account and use that one. Now, what are the banners? We have one limited banner with Freya. Freya is the limited character. 100 pity, no 50-50, no bullshit. You will get the Freya banner after 100 pity. Then we have the target banner, 40 pity. You can choose one standard SSR character, and after 40 pity you will get this character. However, the banner will close afterwards, so you can't keep it. That would be wrong. Then we have a targeted, or rather limited LD banner, 100 pity. It uses a different currency, but we come to that later. And the first limited character for LD banner will be Messiah, and after 100 pity you get Messiah. Then we have a general LD banner and a standard banner, and both banners don't have any pity, so you won't get an SSR after 100 or whatever pulls. However, I should mention all of these banners have like a small pity for SR, right? So after 10 pulls you get an SR units on all of these banners. But like I said, no pity for SSR units on standard or general LD banner. However, you can get on the standard banner your LD units, which is pretty crazy. So you can actually get LD units on the standard banner. Now on top of that, that I should mention is we have SSR tickets. Those you can get from like packs and I don't know, another packs. I actually don't know, but these packs are pretty good actually, because they have a 7 to 8% chance to get you an SSR, and you can also summon LD units, which is crazy, because in all the standard and limited and so on, the percent chance to get an SSR is like 1%. So for example, on the standard banner to get an SSR is 1%. However, like I said, you can get LD and the normal fire red, whatever, fire blue, green one, whatever. So if you get the 1% chance for an SSR, you have a 0.7% chance for it to be a normal standard, and a 0.25 for an LD. That's why this SR ticket is kind of crazy with 7 to 8%. That's pretty strong. Now let's come to the conversion rate. So how much does a pull cost, or how worth is it actually? How worth are crystals? How much money? Right? We are talking here about money. The conversion rate is $1, almost 100 HC. That's Hydra crystal, the name of the currency. And 100 HC or 100 Hydra crystals is one pull. Now $1, almost one anima. Anima is the pull currency that you use for your limited Freya banner, your target banner, and your standard banner. That's like the standard banner, the standard currency for all of these banners. Then we have $3, almost one Apex. $3 because the Apex currency is the currency you use for the LD banners, right? So it's 3 times more expensive than the normal standard pull. Now to kind of to have a good perspective here on how worth are actually SR and SSRs on money, right? So how much money are they actually worth? So SRs are about $10, because guys, I'm actually counting here with the minimum, and like I said, if you pull 10 times here, if you pull 10 times, you get an SR unit. So one pull is $1, 10 pulls is $10, and you get an SR unit. So one SR unit is about $10, right? It's not 100%, but that's how I count it. Now then also one SSR unit is then about $100, because guys, if you pull 100 times on the limited Freya banner, you have the 100 pity, you will get the Freya unit, and that's why it's $100. So one SSR unit is about $100. That doesn't count in any kind of dupes or whatsoever. Like I said, this is like the minimum, and to kind of have to kind of put SR and SSR tickets into perspective, like here they are also, like I said, $10 on SR because it can drop an SR, and $100 because it can drop an SSR, right? So that's how much worth a ticket is. It is at least about $10 worth. Now let's go into the spending strat for $200 on live pulls. These are all banners, guys, that include in some kind of shape or form pulls. So anima pulls, Apex, SSR, SR tickets, and crystals. I didn't look on any packs that provide any resources, like they only provide resources, because this video, guys, and that you have to keep that in mind, this video is about pulling. How much pulls can I actually get with my money? This doesn't mean that there aren't any kind of resource packs that are super crazy, super high value. You actually have to get them or you're trolling. This video is only about pulls, right? So you should keep that in mind. So let's start it. Basically, we have a beginner pack, first buy. If you spend on any kind of pack, if you spend any money, you get 10 anima and an SR unit, I think. I'm not sure actually, but that's why it's not $0, because if you spend on any kind of these packs, you get this on top of it. That's why it's $0, costs $0, and the minimum value for it is $10. Technically, if you are actually getting the ESR, I'm not sure if that's included here in the etc. The etc. are, by the way, like credits and other resources, by the way. But if the first buy actually provides an SR, that's of course more worth than $10. That goes up to $20 then, right? If it actually gives you an SR for free. So let's assume we buy the first time in this game a level 10 pack, and this level 10 pack costs $1. So this $1 level 10 pack gives you 10 anima, which is $9. Because you spend $1, you get $10, 10 pulls, so it's $9 value plus, right? And because you bought the first time in general, you get a first buy beginner pack on top of that, which is also $10. So technically, if you spend the first time $1, you get like $19 worth of value, which is crazy. Now let's continue another example, like level 25 pack. You spend $11, you get 10 anima and an SR/SSR ticket, right? Like I said, it's at least $10, so together they are 20. You spend 11, so the value is at least $9. And for last one, let's say beginner pack Quantum. The beginner pack Quantum is $50. You spend $50, however, you get 10 Apex, that's the LD. We get 10, so it's $30, and one SSR, guaranteed SSR ticket. It could be a dupe, so that would be kind of trash, but if that happens. But you get you get one SSR, 100%. So it's actually $100 worth. And if you count like $30 here and $100 here, but you bought it for 50, the value of this pack is 80, which is ridiculous. Like $80 worth plus. Guys, that's crazy. And now to mention also this, what you're looking at, rated value out of 18 competitors. Basically, these packs are the 18 competitors, and to kind of display it a little bit better so you know instantly which of these are the highest value, I just made this kind of list here, kind of listing here. $80 is the highest value out of all of these packs. That's why out of 18 competitors, it's number one, right? The second one is $70, which is out of 18 competitors, the number two, right? So this is the highest value pack, and this is the second highest value pack. So basically, I did everything with all of these packs to kind of display to everyone in which order is the highest and lowest value out of all these packs. And if you would actually buy all packs here, it's $560, just that you know it. Now let's go into the highest minimum value for $200 and the reason why you clicked on this video. So what is the best combination? What should you actually buy? What's the highest value you can get for $200? Now, first thing, we buy $50 pack Quantum because it's $80 plus. Like I said, it has the SSR, it has where is it? Quantum, the 10 Apex. It's the highest ranking, the highest ranked one out of all the competitors here. Highest value, that's why you have to buy it. Second highest value is, like I said, the $70, which is like this one, so $100. Now, you shouldn't forget, we already spent $150, so we only have $50 left. If we would go with this list and just, let's say we go for the third one, the third highest value, which is this one, $40. We can't actually buy it because it's $100, guys. We don't have the $100 anymore, right? We already spent $150 and we only have 50 left. That's why you can't simply just go like from the highest value to the lowest and just spend left and right because you don't have the money. So you kind of have to go down the list until you can actually buy it. And the thing is, the next thing that you can actually buy which is $28 worth of money, is the monthly pass, which costs only $5. Guys, that's crazy. $5 and you get $28 back in money. That's pretty good. That's pretty strong. And for example, where is it? Monthly pass is this one. And it costs, like I said, $28, competitor number 6. Because we can't buy 4 or 3 because it's too expensive. Now, I did this with all of these. Battle Pass, Premium, $18. Beginner Pack Enhanced, $15. First buy is like the free one. That's why it's $0, but $10 worth. And after you bought all of these packs, you spent $199. And if you count the value of all these packs, you get $273 back. And that's absolutely ridiculous if you think about it. Like, imagine you go into a shop, you buy, I don't know, a small house for your dog outside, right? You spend $200, get the house for your dog. And instead of paying the $200 for the house, you get the house for your dog and you just get $270 back on top of that. Isn't that stupid? So you pay $200, get the house, but you get like $270 back on top of the house. Hey, whatever. What the fuck is going on? That's crazy value, like, if you think about it. But like I said, you have to take this list kind of with a grain of salt, because it's not 100%, it's always the minimum, and technically all of the values could be more or less, but that's kind of how I see it. Now, total pull count for all of the chosen packs, if you all have these packs here, you get for $199 in all the packs, you get 2 SSR guaranteed, 108 Anima, 32 Apex, 3 SSR/SR tickets, and 3,800 Hydra crystals, which is a lot of pulls, guys. Now, however, if you buy all of these packs, you won't be able to have all of these pulls instantly, because like the battle pass, you have to level it, and the monthly pass you get daily, so you won't be able to have all of these pulls. So how many pulls do you actually have on day one if you play the campaign and you're standing in front of summoning, right? And you get the free summons on top of all the packs that you bought, right? How many pulls do you actually get only from the packs? And on day one, you can actually summon 2 SSR instantly with your tickets. You get 80 Anima pulls, 30 Apex, and 1 SSR/SR. So if you go in this summoning session and you want Freya, right? And you do not pull on the targeted banner because you want Freya, because on the target banner you can't choose Freya. And like let's say you get like 20 or 30 pulls for free for your summoning session, right? With 80 Anima, you can instantly get Freya, instantly, because you reach the pity, right? So if you have like 20 or 30 Anima pulls for free from the game to summon, and you bought all of these packs here, you get 80 Anima instantly, so you will get Freya if you want her. Just wanted to mention that. Now, let's go into why, or rather, should you reroll, should you buy on the beta, what's more worth or not. So let's get into it. So let's assume that you reroll and you don't buy anything on the beta. However, after you rerolled and you got your SSR, whatever unit you wanted, after you rerolled, you decide to spend $100, right? This means that you lose $100 because you didn't get the rebate, because you rerolled and then you simply bought the packs for $100. And the highest value for these is, by the way, if you just cut out the classic tail bundle. That's the one that costs $100. So if you only have $100 after you reroll, by the way, you have to cut this out, right? So how much do we actually lose from this? And as you can see, you lose 40 anima, 10 apex and 1 SSR, because the pack that you have to cut out because you decided to reroll and not spend on the beta is this one. And this gives you 40 anima, 10 apex, 1 SSR, and etc. Like credits, resources, and so on. That's what you lose. So the thing is, if you decide to reroll and your goal is to get an SSR from rerolling, that doesn't make any sense, because you lose $100 and from the pack that you spend $100 on, you get an SSR already. So you reroll, you invest your time, could be hours, by the way, could be hours that you are investing in reroll. You invest your time to get any random SSR, you already lose 1 SSR from the classic tail bundle that you can't buy anymore. So on top of being equalized from the SSR that you pulled from rerolling and losing the SSR from this pack, you on top of that lose 40 anima and 10 apex, which is overall just a net lose technically, guys. So if you think about it, rerolling in this sense doesn't make any sense, right? So you shouldn't reroll if you're rerolling for any SSR. However, and that's the thing, if you actually decide for whatever reason, because I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't know, if you decide to reroll on an LD unit, that is actually more worth than losing all of these. Because LD units are so rare that if you decide to reroll on an LD unit, it's more worth than spending on the beta. 100%, it's more worth. Because LD units are super rare, and if you actually decide to put the hours in, to put maybe the days in to reroll and get an LD, then it's more worth. That's basically the summary, right, for this video. I hope I answered your question on what you should do. Like I said, I will do 2 accounts. I will spend 100 on each. And as you can see, I have like this amount of pulls I have on 2 accounts. So guys, that's crazy. Let's be real here. That's, at least in my head, that makes sense. So like I said, that's basically the summary of the video. If you reroll for an LD, it's more worth. Don't spend on the beta. If you reroll for any SSR, then it's not worth to reroll. You should buy, you should spend on the beta. That's basically the summary of the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was of help. And if you have any other questions, just send them in the comments or ask me on the Discord server, on the official Etheria Discord server. And yeah, I wish you all a nice start on the final test. I wish you all a nice start on the official release, and I wish all of luck for you guys to get every unit that you want. Let's be real, we all want Tsukiyomi. I'm just kidding. That's what I want. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a nice day.